I done beat a lot of stuff. No matter what they try to take away from me, I beat it. I beat it.
Boom. Right.
And I'm still trying to, push forward. When people say legacy, I feel like you gotta picture where I came from. I already done enough.
The mega fight, that dance with destiny, is nearly at hand. And with both superstars in the fine-tuning stage, secrecy is crucial. That's why Davis made sparring the most important element of any camp, off limits to cameras. But his team's visible confidence hints at his readiness.
Hey, you having fun, ain't you?
We're under pressure, and if that's true, Tank Davis is basically a walking Tiffany's boutique with boxing gloves. This man didn't choose violence. Okay, actually he did, but it chose him first. The video opens with Tank reflecting on adversity like he's narrating a Netflix docuseries called From Chaos to Uppercuts. And honestly, he sells it better than a preacher selling salvation. Tank talks about motivation. Like most people talk about coffee, essential, sacred, and dangerous if missing. While some fighters use hardship as a sob story, Tank uses it as rocket fuel.
Many years ago, legendary champion Marvin Hagler remarked that it's hard to get up and do road work at 5 a.m. when you're sleeping in silk pajamas. In other words, when you're hungry, when you're chasing something, the grind comes naturally. But once you're comfortable, that fire can fade. Unless it was never about comfort in the first place.
Dude walks into training camp like life owes him rent, and he's here to collect. He isn't fighting Jake Paul just for a payday. He's fighting every doubt, every critic, every "he's too small" tweet from some teenager tweeting from his mom's basement. What makes the moment savage? He isn't even dramatic about it. No violins, no inspirational filters, just calm menace. He doesn't beg you to believe in him. He politely informs you that you will. His message?
You gotta have confidence. The crowd, the hype. I don't know what type of person Frank are. I could tell body language. And I would see it. I would see it if he's nervous or anything like that inside the ring. If it do play a big part, I take advantage of it.
Comfort is the enemy. Adversity is a cheat code. Success is suspicious check under it for traps. Most fighters peak when they make it. Tank treats success like leftovers cool, but he's still hungry. When you see him training, you don't think he's preparing. You think someone's in danger. By the end of the segment, you're not wondering whether Tank can fight. You're wondering how the universe survived letting him become this motivated. And let's be real, Jake Paul watching that probably paused and asked himself,
You gotta remember, you need a performance of your life. The whole world will be watching this like
Hold on, yeah.
Big stage, record audience, millions watching. For Tank, this is nothing new. But it's not exactly the same either.
bro, do we really need this fight? Like, spiritually? If anticipation had a smell right now, it would be a mix of pre-fight sweat, Twitter toxicity, and money printer ink. With only 2 weeks left before Davis versus Paul, the boxing world is acting like someone opened the gates to the Thunderdome and said,
I don't want to lose. I hate losing. I know Tank hate losing. Lamont damn sure don't want to lose, so it's gonna make for a good fight, man.
no rules, no logic, bring snacks. The energy is feral fans debating like their Wi-Fi depends on it, TikTok influencers making predictions like they're psychic, and every retired fighter suddenly remembering they have a podcast. We've reached that stage where conspiracy theories start circulating. Jake's scripting the fight. Tank's hiding nuclear knockout power. This is secretly a crossover Marvel phase. Spoiler, only one of those is definitely true, the Marvel crossover one. Obviously, the hype isn't just hype, it's hysteria dipped in adrenaline. Sports media hasn't been this chaotic since someone let Logan Paul.
I just want to see Tank fight Shakur Stevens, Devin Haney, all the fights, man. Like, you know what I mean? I think it's Tank, you know, as a world champion first, he should give us those fights. Because those are the fights I want to see. Not taking anything away from the fight with Jake Paul. I know it's going to be a big fight with big money.
Box Floyd Mayweather, and the internet briefly forgot how sanity works. Every highlight, every sparring clip, every slow-motion angle gets dissected harder than a frog in a 9th grade biology lab. Even casual fans or locked-in grandmas who haven't watched boxing since Tyson bit someone are now texting, "I like that Davis boy. He looks dangerous."
It's not really, it's competitive to the point where it's not really about the skill. It's about the size and the skill. You know what I mean? Because Tank is way smaller than Jake Paul, you know, but we know that if he lands a good shot, it could be over for Tank. But also, in my opinion, Jake Paul is so big that if he lands the right shot, maybe if he lands in the back of the head or in the side of the head, it might.
You know what? As a fight fan, I don't like the fight, but as a coach, I think it's a good move for Tank Davis. I mean, I think I've seen too many kids go out of this sport with not a cent in their pocket, and I think that if Tank Davis takes advantage of a big payday like that, I think it's a ridiculous fight as far as a fight fan, but as a coach, I understand it. You have to take care of your own.
Meanwhile, Jake Paul fans are rehearsing coping lines like, "It's about disrupting industries, not winning belts. 2 weeks feels like 2 years, and you know what? Good. Because this isn't just a fight. It's gladiator theater meets TikTok chaos culture. The streets already pick sides. And in 2 weeks, only one side gets to talk spicy. The other will pretend they always meant to support whoever wins classic internet tradition. Comfort is where dreams go to nap." That's basically the vibe in this segment. The narrator doesn't just compare hunger and comfort, they beat comfort with a motivational baseball bat until it cries and files a complaint.
In the street, that's who he was fighting. He was fighting bigger guys than him. He was always a smaller guy. So he knows how to fight those big guys. He knows how to duck up underneath and throw those looping shots because that's who he fought in the street. At least that's my opinion anyway. He's always been the little guy, and I'm sure that in the streets he wasn't a choir boy. I'm sure that he had his moments, and everybody was bigger than him. So he knows how to take care of himself. I don't think Jake Paul's a threat.
You know, like you're a bigger guy, you could take punches from a smaller guy, you know?
If grandma had a mustache,
That's not really your grandma.
yeah. If Tank connects with the right hand, he's putting him out.
Yeah.
Just like he did Garcia.
I think that's what a lot of people like are thinking, but
But again, it's on the up and up.
Yeah.
So I keep saying, no, it's on the up and up. I hope.
Tank is cast as the guy who still trains like his lights might get shut off tomorrow, even though he can literally buy the power company. He's the embodiment of grind culture, but without being annoying about it. Meanwhile, the video basically calls out fighters who get rich and suddenly start treating training camp like a wellness retreat with protein smoothies and inspirational candles. Not Tank. If comfort knocks on his door, he hits it with a body shot. This part turns into a philosophy masterclass. Success makes assassins soft, but champions stay starving. Comfort is the enemy. Hunger is the engine. And if you ever feel satisfied, congrats, you already lost. The tone is dramatic, like if Aristotle trained at Mayweather Boxing Club and wrote motivational quotes between sparring rounds. The narrator basically shames laziness into hiding. You walk away wanting to run stairs, even if you live in a one-story house.
But the fact that Gervonta, I believe he spars people that are much heavier than him. And that upper.
Who do you got?
I would have to bet on Gervonta because for all the little things, all that, and the fact that he's not old.
Yeah.
I think he makes up for the weight situation. I don't know if a guy that size is going to be fast enough to catch Gervonta clean.
True.
Yeah.
But Gervonta might catch him.
Oh, he is going to catch him. If it wasn't Gervonta Davis, it was somebody else in that weight category.
It'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, it'd be ridiculous. But Gervonta, I mean, technique-wise and heart-wise, that makes it interesting. Again, kudos goes to Jake Paul because it kind of worked its way up, even though the guy is so much smaller.
And Jake Paul, he gets subtly shaded. Not aggressively, just enough to make you wonder if he's fighting hunger or hugging comfort on a yacht somewhere. Lesson delivered. In boxing and life, hunger builds killers. Comfort builds excuses, and Tank Davis? He's allergic to excuses and probably comfort too. If glow-ups were violence approved, this would be one. Tank's physique transformation gets analyzed like it's the second coming of the Hulk. Bro pulled up to camp looking like he asked the gym for the Vengeance membership tier. Bigger chest, thicker shoulders, back muscles that look like he borrowed them from a superhero movie. The internet went, is he moving up in weight? or preparing to bench press a truck. But here's the twist: the video stresses the mass doesn't slow him down bit like it's legally required. Meaning Tank isn't just big, he's big, and still moves like someone pressed the cheat code for speed and power at the same time. Jake Paul?
6-year-old Manny came out of retirement after 3 years and went toe-to-toe and arguably beat Mario Barrios. Let's be honest, that's probably more of an indictment on the sport than this fight would ever be, but you're still going to get that feel of like, oh man, here come the novelty act fights. All right, this is what we're doing. I don't necessarily feel that way. You're going to get that feel with a lot of the hardcore boxing.
The video's undertone is, buddy, I hope you updated your dental insurance. This isn't body transformation. This is weapon evolution. If you're going to reinvent yourself, why not follow the blueprint of modern boxing gods? The video compares Tank's move up to Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez like it's a sacred rite of passage. Oh, you're adding muscle? Great! Just don't forget to bring violence with it. Crawford moved up and dismantled divisions. Canelo grew into a tank before Tank grew into, well, a tank. If you're Jake Paul hearing this, you're probably sweating through your crypto-branded merch hoodie. The logic is simple. If legends did it, Tank can too, but with more memes and better highlights. The narrative paints this move not as risky, but destiny-coded. And honestly, it works. Tank doesn't look like he's trying to survive a bigger division. He looks like he's auditioning to take over it. Fans eat this up because they love arcs where small fighters turn into walking bulldozers. It's not just boxing, it's anime character development. The message? Pound for pound kings aren't built, they adapt, evolve, ascend. And Tank's mid-ascension glow-up is being televised. This point hits like a caffeine shot to the soul. They make it clear Tank isn't bulking to cuddle with Jake in deep